All right,
will be 35
Once
next
again,
year.
this fight is 3 rounds in the women's 110-pound weight division. Judges scoring at ringside: Damian Hollywood, Pongson, and Jamal Chad. Your referee calling the action in the ring, Big Mark Reyes. Introducing first, fight out the red corner. She stands 5 feet 2 inches tall, weight at fight time at 111 pounds. Fighting out of Riverside, California, representing Blackbeard Kickboxing, Alexandra Hamilton. And introducing her opponent, fighting out of the black corner. She stands 5 feet 2 inches tall, weight at fight time at 108.6 pounds. Fighting out of Santa Ana, California, representing Rounders MMA, this is Becky Montes.
Fight fans, this is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in the 110-pound weight division. Our first and only female kickboxing bout of the evening. And the thing I like about female kickboxing is that these ladies will fight every second of every round. And you can hear by the fan support they got behind them as they will be pushing these fighters to do their best. These girls are anxious to go.
David, I know you're a highly respected trainer yourself in your own right. Alexandra Hamilton making her debut. What would you tell her right now?
You know, have fun during the fight. Everything that you done, you work for, fight the way you train. That's all you got to do. Fight the way you train. And you can see they both train hard, and they both train very poised as fighters, even though they're throwing a high-pace action here.
And for our viewers back home, one of the fighters, David Huey, my broadcast partner, has been training recently as Michael Vartanyan. He will be fighting in a 165-pound middleweight title fight later on tonight. But we're going to make sure David stays in the broadcast booth for that one.
I'll stay in that booth, but I'll turn it to you, Manute, because I don't want to sound biased.
No, we'll definitely be leaning on you for your expert commentary. And let's go to your expert commentary. What are you seeing so far through round one here?
Well, I see Alexandra Hamilton measuring with the jab, but she's come up a little bit short. Rebecca Montes a little bit more calmer, and she's measuring a little bit better. Hamilton just coming short with that cross. She's just got to step in a little bit more.
Yeah, Alexandra's charging forward as if this is a boxing match. Doesn't look like she has any intent to use her feet. And when I say feet, I mean her legs to get some kicks off. You can tell by the head movement, the fluid hips, the way she's bobbing and weaving that she has a very boxing-focused background. But Rebecca Montes doing great so far through the first.
And our first round comes to a close. I like the output of Alexandra Hamilton. I just feel she's a little bit like a half step too far away. She needs to double her jab or get inside a little bit more so she can land those punches. She looks like she has that boxing pedigree behind her. Rebecca Montes a little bit more stoic, a little bit more composed, a little bit more sharpshooting, and it shows in her two-fight experience. And there we see her coach Balquach, former MMA fighter, giving Rebecca Montes those words of ice. And of course, Jason Caldwell, former fighter himself, lending his voice of authority to Alexandra Hamilton. Let's see what adjustments these fighters can make here in the second round.
And as you saw there, both Jason Caldwell and Alexandra Hamilton broke a laugh as the break was about to be over. Probably going back to your point, saying have fun out there.
But the fighter's going to that clinch, and Rebecca bouncing, trying to get that jab inside. Oh, looks like she is getting a little bit closer, finding her mark with those punches.
Yeah, Hamilton doing a fantastic job closing the distance, trying to muster off some offense.
Switch cross by Montes. Montes landing that knee, second knee. Fighters get tied up in that clinch. Our referee, Mark Reyes, breaks them apart. And Montes going for that leg. Oh, nice cross by Hamilton. I feel when Hamilton gets inside the pocket, she should stay there and let her hands loose a little bit more. She gets in that range and then she backs out. Of course, if you stay a little bit too long, that's what happens. Montes will smother that action and land those knees. You know, I like Rebecca Montes. I like the way she's using her punches and she's finishing low. She's making a vertical target out of Alexandra Hamilton. Hamilton is relying on those hands a little bit too much. I feel like she's got to let some kicks in there, establish some authority, establish some respect from Montes, and land some power shots in there. Hamilton gets inside with those punches and then backs out immediately, and I feel that she should stay in a little bit longer and mix it up a little bit more with Rebecca Montes.
Yeah, certainly a lot more combinations are desired from Hamilton, and like you mentioned, you want to see a more all-around game. I mean, this is kickboxing, and she's not using her legs to her advantage right now. Strictly a one-dimensional fighter, but I gave her the second round. I thought Hamilton did just enough with her punches to sneak it away. I think Montes was a little bit more sloppy in that second round, and I'd like for her to maybe clean that up a little bit. And here we see Hamilton coming out with a sense of urgency.
Well, if that's true, it's 1-1 right now, so whoever wins this third and final round could take that W home. And there you go. Hamilton pressing forward, staying in that pocket. That's what I want to see.
And both fighters know the fight is hanging in the balance. They need to win this third round to have a convincing case on the judges' scorecards.
Spin back fist by Rebecca Montes.
Nice right there by Hamilton. Montes might get the style points, but Hamilton is getting the points that for punches that connect ultimately.
And as I said, these ladies will fight every second of every round, and they have been doing that.
Hamilton charging forward, fighting like a fighter possessed at this point. She really wants to take this third round. Her offense is not letting Montes getting off herself.
And she's applying that pressure, and it's working well for her.
Montes not really letting her hands go. I think this is an all Hamilton round again.
Well, the fans are screaming as the final seconds of this third round comes to a close. Man, oh man, what a great fight between these two warriors who didn't let up any second at all. Putting you on the spot, Manuk, who do you see this going to?
I gave the first round to Rebecca Montes, but the second and third round to Alexandra Hamilton. I have this 29-28 in favor of Alexandra Hamilton in her kickboxing debut. Can the 34-year-old have her Cinderella moment and go 1-0?
That is fantastic. We'll find out soon. Let's take a look at that replay action. And again, we see Hamilton inside tying up. She's about to let that cross go. And she put that urgency, that spin back fist by Montes. Scored some points there and definitely got the fan going. And that is a happy warrior for Alexandra Hamilton.
Judging by Alexandra Hamilton's body language, she certainly feels like she's won this fight. She was prancing around the ring, raising her hands. Rebecca Montes looks a little nervous.
It could go either way, fight fans. Who do you got? And of course, you want to shout on that super chat, please do so, as our promotion will share the profits with that person you're shouting out to or team. But these fighters are still rallying their fans. Each side here, they both brought in a plethora of fans. Let's send it to Josh Shibata.
All right, fight fans. Once again, make some noise for both of these fighters. What an exciting fight. After 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for their decision. Judge number 1 scored the bout 29-28 for the black corner. Judge number 2 scored the bout 29-28 for the red corner. While judge number 3 scored the bout 30-27 for your winner by split decision. From the black corner, Becky Montes.
Split decision victory goes to Rebecca Montes. Could have gone either way. As we saw, 29-28 scorecards on 2 of the judges, but one judge gave it all 3 to Rebecca Montes. And a great display here.
Yeah, Rebecca Montes definitely deserved that bout. I had it for Alexandra Hamilton, but no dispute
Becky
on my
Montes.
end.
Becky, great fight. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I did everything that I trained to do, so I'm excited and I'm ready to compete again.
You have a big smile on your face. You could hardly tell that you went in a 3-round war with your opponent. Let's talk about the fight. Now, your opponent, Alexandra, came out like just a storm of offense. What was going through your mind in that first couple of first round?
I expected that from her. I knew she seemed aggressive and I knew she was a boxer. So my plan was to chop her legs a lot, which I did during the fight, so I'm proud.
And definitely that leg kick, finding a home, very effective weapon. You have a lot of fans, friends, family, and support here. Any last words you want to give them here in the Lion's Den?
Shout out to all my friends, my family, my teammates at Rounders MMA, my coaches, Bal and Kelvin, and I can't wait to compete for you guys again.
We can't wait to have you again. Your winner once again, Becky Montes. Congratulations.